All right, so I just got my clip-in extensions in the mail yesterday, and I am so excited to test them out. Clearly, they're gonna need customized to my length, but you can see like what a perfect match that is. Welcome back, my fine hair friends. Today I'm going to share with you a little before and after tutorial of clip-in extensions, what they can do for you, how they can add volume. I'm going to show you how to apply them, how to do little tips and tricks for longevity, and how to curl them, how to order them, all the things. So let's get right into it. These are from Habit, and the color is called Vanilla Almond Butter. And I went with the full volume weft set, which gives you 3 pieces. This is meant to put and clip in to the back area. And then you get 2 for each side. So this is going to give me all the fullness that I've ever wanted. So I don't think I'm gonna have time to put them in and cut them before I head out the door, but I just wanted to show you what they look like straight out of the package, and they're super silky. All right, so we're back, and I have officially got my clip-ins customized to fit my head, my scalp, and my cut. This is the back piece. It has 3 clips, and then I got my sides. I labeled this one with an L, so I knew that it's gonna be for my left side, and this one's gonna be for my right side. So to be honest, it's been quite a while since I personally have worn clip-ins. So I have not, except for when I got them cut, I have not put them in my hair yet. So there may be a little bit of troubleshooting involved. But you can see, I'm going to show you some tips so you can see what I would recommend if a client was getting this done, and what I recommend for longevity so they don't slip and so they look the most natural. So first off, I'm going to section my hair, and I'm going to make sure that I have enough hair covering the extensions so you don't see where the bump is. And then I will show you how I recommend prepping your hair for the actual clip-in process so that they will last longer, hold on, and have a little bit more grip. But we'll get into that. I have very fine, thin hair. So even if you think that's gonna be enough hair to cover it, you wanna make sure that this, which is kind of thick, isn't going to like have a little bump. So I'm gonna make sure that I have plenty of hair covering to where I feel comfortable. And to me right now that looks good, but we'll see. I might feel it necessary to bring down or pull up a little bit more hair to cover it to where I feel comfortable. Now, if you don't wear your hair down the middle and you have it where you have a major side part, you just want to make sure each side has enough hair to cover the extensions, the weft. And a lot of times people have one side of their head that's actually has more hair. So just adjust as needed. And your hairstylist, if you have a hairstylist that knows how to work with extensions and fine hair, hopefully that they can walk you through this as well. That's what I would recommend, but I know there are people, and you can get your hands on very nice quality clip-ins at home and order them online. So that is where this tutorial is gonna come in handy for you. So now for the back, I'm gonna go a little bit lower. I have a small peanut head. You will get way faster at this, but initially just plan ahead so you can have a little bit of extra time to apply these. Okay, so I feel like that's pretty good. It doesn't have to be perfect unless you're cutting them, and since they're already cut, it could be a little bit off. Okay. Now, before I add my texture and all the things, I'm going to see what that looks like. Not too bad, and I did leave I did leave my extensions about a ½ inch longer than my hair to give my hair a little bit of room to grow so that it can grow into these and I'm not having to buy another pack, because my goal is to grow out my hair just a little bit, maybe another inch or two, but not much more than that. Okay, so to get some texture, first off, we're gonna be using a crimper that is specifically for adding volume to the hair. So what we'll do is we'll pick up some hair, crimp it, and you can see how that's giving it some texture. I love this for just when you're not even putting extensions in, if you just want volume. These are perfectly amazing for that. All right, so let's look at that. All right, so next you could either take a texture spray or a texture powder. And what we're doing is adding more texture, which is gonna give the clip-ins more grip, because my hair is so silky fine, and most people who are adding extensions, hair is also on the finer side. Otherwise, why would you need them? Or if you wanted to add some texture powder, you can, for extra grip. All right, so now that we have the texture powder or the texture spray, you're gonna take, you don't have to this step, but if you really want them to have something to grip onto, this is a nice extra step. So just give it a little extra back comb, and that gives it like a nice cushion for the extensions to grip onto. Or do this when you actually want extra volume on your hair and you're not even putting extensions in. It is definitely a good old secret hack for volume. Don't worry, it is not hurting your hair, I freaking promise. Okay. All right, so now we have a cushion to work with. I feel good about it for the most part. All right, let's go. Back row, make sure they're all open. This is how they clip. And let's try this out. We're gonna start with the middle clip. Actually felt pretty good. Actually feels pretty good. Now, if I really wanted to be anal, super anal about that, I could make it even more perfect, but it feels good. It feels pretty balanced. Might be a little bit on this, heavier on this side, but whatever. I got my left, put it on my left side. You wanna make sure it's taut. Like this is pulled out so you're not leaving any weirdness. All right, now they were in the box, so they got a little weary, they got a little bendy, but we're gonna curl it, so that's okay. Look at that though, holy crap. All right, here we go over here. I would start with the front clip first. And a good rule of thumb is you want your first 2 fingers width. You want the extensions to be behind that. Yep, okay, so that feels pretty secure. Oh, wow, you can even see them, they're hiding. Wow, I think I did good with my placement. I am a professional for 23 years now. Oh my freaking God. Okay, so that feels really good and my color match is on point. Now let's see the back before I do anything else. All right, so the goal is to, like, when you shake your head and all the things, not to see the top of the weft of the extension. Like when the wind blows, you don't want to have to worry about that. I I feel good. I feel good. So now I'm going to show you how I would style it. You can leave it straight, but I don't know. I just don't think I will. I don't think I will wear it straight. But I mean, gosh, look how natural it is. I'll look a little ratchet, but all right, next step. I think what I'm gonna do to hide the wefts even more and to get a little bit more volume on the top is just hit it with that crimper a couple more times around the head, maybe. This is just extra. You don't have to do this. I just think that it'll help kind of like camouflage it a little bit. And you don't have to go crazy with the crimper. Like, I actually recommend that you don't, because it can come through your fine hair and then you can see the crimp, which is fine if you don't mind. And I've done that and it's whatever. Again, this is the first time I've done this. So my extensions, once you wash them, they'll settle and they'll look even better. And then also too, you will not have to wash them very often once you style them, unless you're somebody that likes to change up your style a lot and you want to wear it straight and curly or whatever. But at that point, I would just recommend getting another set, for one for straight and one for your curly hair days, because it's just not worth all the styling. All right, so we're gonna curl it now. Let's see what happens. I'm going to be using my T3. This is the 1 pass 1 inch. So I'm gonna take my hair and the extensions and marry them together, so when I curl it, it looks more natural. So I wanna do a nice natural curl to start with, so I'm not gonna leave it on very long. I wanna give myself a little bit of room to change my mind of what type of curl I want it to look like. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. And extension hair holds a curl much longer typically. And you're gonna wanna treat your extension hair just like your own. So you want to have a heat protectant on it, which I had already sprayed on it. And I'll show you what I used, because I straightened them before I got them cut with a flat iron, and I used the Gold Lust heat protection spray. So it's meant to be sprayed on dry hair. And I already used that on my hair, so I'm not gonna add more. It's gonna continue going around my head. Like, less is more in my opinion when it comes to these curls. Like, you don't have to section it. Honestly, they're pretty easy to work with. The more you do it, the more you'll get the hang of it. And like I said in the beginning, the brand I'm using is Habit, and I'm pretty sure you can buy it direct. But to be honest, I would recommend getting a hold of a stylist in your area that can order them for you and cut them for you and show you how to put them in. So if you order them and then you cut them at home and you mess them up, then you got all that money down the drain. So unless you trust yourself with scissors, I wouldn't do that. And our salon is in Charleston, South Carolina, in downtown. So if you're nearby, you can come by and talk to one of our stylists, or me. I'm the owner. Okay, so let's look at the back. Now, this is where you can just do whatever you want and add as many curls as you want and customize it to your liking before spraying it. And I'll show you the products I recommend. I mean, there's so many out there, but I'll show you what I use for my very fine strands. I'm feeling like really good about this. I'm actually impressed with myself. For this being my first time in a long time. I mean, I can even tell you the last time I put clip-ins in. I've worn hand ties, I've worn the halo and stuff, but I don't know why. I don't know why. They're really so easy. And it makes me really not mind my short hair. You don't even need a whole ton of extra product. I want some up here just to make sure that I get a little bit more guess, density, but also I don't want my hair to separate a lot. So I like to use texturizing spray and texturizing powder for that. Basically the same one that I used in the beginning. So and I'm gonna do a little puff magic. Love that one. I don't even think I mentioned it. The Balloon Dry Volume Texturizing Spray. If you're watching my videos, I literally use it in every single video. That's gonna give you like overall dry texture. And another one that I use in literally every one of my videos is the Swept Up Dry Texturizing or Volume Powder Spray is what it's called. And then you could always take your real hair and pick it up and back comb it as well to give it a little bit of extra stay where you want it to kind of match the fullness of the extensions. You can do that with the sides too. I wouldn't go too crazy if they're delicate like mine, but just you can a little bit. See, that looks like. Spray it a little bit. These are tips that I would do if you are planning on being out all night or you have a long day, because it will make your look last longer. All right, there you go. There's my little tips. What do you think? Do you think that I made that look easy? Or do you think I made that look hard? Let's look at the back again. I mean, it's just gonna get better and better. I think when tomorrow, whenever I wear my hair next, I will probably curl the underneath separate so it has a little bit more fluidity. But overall, like, no one would know. No one would know, seriously. It looks really good. I'm gonna put everything I did, what I used, where I got my extensions, all in the description. So if you're interested, you can check it out. I'll even put the crimper and the curling iron that I used. So if you are interested, that will be in there. Yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if you would wear this, if it's too much work for you. If you have any other videos you'd like me to do for thin or fine hair or bobs or whatever, or you're curious about what products I love, shampoo, conditioner, all the things, let me know. I've been in the industry for over 23 years. I've tried it all, so let me know. And yeah, if you learned anything, like and subscribe, share it with a friend, and I'll see you in the next one.